My Discord server if you want updates on my project. Links in the description. Before we continue, I think we need to first send the horrible assets find the game files. Let's get to it.
Clicking into the game folder, like, or just what is this? Like, what the fuck? There's this advanced scripts folder. Why the fuck is it empty?
What the fuck is that menu sprite? It looks like she tried painting her fingernails while blind and having a seizure, then wiped her ass with her blazer. The logo also looks terrible. Don't leave me? What kind of exit button is that? Also, someone explain to me what kind of shape that is supposed to be. Plus the colour. The contrast burns my eyes just looking at it. Already I have 4 sins for this and we haven't even started yet.
Technically it's 61, but let's ignore that fact. Dark sad viral music. Also, this. Believe me, I was laughing my ass off every time this appeared. There's an option for voice controls even though there is no voice acting. Also, grey settings on a grey background.
There's blood on her hands.
This intro is so confusing, I can't tell if they're talking about Sayori's depression or a secret stash of alcohol.
She bottled it up on the inside for so long. 18 years she kept it to herself.
Babies can realize they have depression.
That's messed up.
That's what my friends told me when I announced I would be making a Martin's video on this.
And many more deaths from not noticing Tanea's symptoms.
Ah yes, I also failed to see Tanea's symptoms. Very easy to overlook. Unlike this typo.
Not disarming her when she had the knife.
Also, there is no way in shit you'd be able to disarm her. With Yuri's experience, nothing short of a full body charge would be a guarantee. And even then someone could still die or get injured.
Apparently she learned Kung Fu is what you are saying, which wasn't mentioned in the mod. But later she steals a revolver, so we don't know what she is capable of, which is a fail in storytelling.
Killing herself when the devil called self-harm. Natsuki. MC not noticing that she would rather be at the club.
Okay, so the mod tries to guilt trip us with Sayori's death, but then acknowledges MC as a different person, making that guilt trip absolutely useless.
This mod is so bad even Natsuki's head attempted to escape.
Not reporting her abusive father. It would have helped her and supported her through this. It would have made it all disappear.
Because child homes or being homeless is a bad better option. That reminds me I should tell Dad that Earth isn't flat.
Even am I?
Hell. And that's where you belong, Monica.
Rama has left the chat.
No, it's throughout more mod. It deserves more than that. Better.
Well, you know me. You know me as...
Stops introducing herself and proceeds to do it anyway. Man, are women always like that?
You know me as...
Yes. Remember that one guy named Flirt with? Neither do I.
Will you focus on me?
Yo, credits.
Thank you.
Sudden sensation is sudden.
That girl is Sayori. She's the type of girl you wouldn't make friends with now, but you've known each other long enough that it just works out.
Expository narration. Plus it's exposition that we already know.
Sayori. And of course Sayori says this.
Suddenly, pineapples. Yeah, it is a sudden star choice.
Of course you can't leave the mod. Like that's disabled.
Second row credits in 3 minutes. That's record there.
So I mean my being, my soul, my heart, my mind.
This dialogue.
Gosh, you walk well quick.
Yes, I English well. At this point, I'm starting to think that English may not be the creator's first language, so with these errors, I'm going to hold off unless it is really bad or really hilarious.
Again, my name is Eddie for whatever reason, I don't know why.
You have to delete persistent saves to name the MC. The developer didn't do that, and I'm amazed by how he forgot.
As we walk to school, I see the streets are here with more and more students.
Yes, streets are just starting to magically appear. Kinda like my mental problems while playing this.
I see lots of couples doing the daily commute also. Hopefully me and Sarah don't look like one too.
This doesn't need to be restated.
Glasses of morning as always.
Another sudden transition.
Hello, Eddie. Nice to see you again.
Yuri's taking way too long to appear.
Hey, can I tell you a joke? Sure.
Wanna hear another joke? Focus on me.
Yuri just appears to the left for some reason.
A ham sandwich walks into a bar and wants a beer. Bartender said, sorry, you don't serve food here. Your looks obviously uncomfortable.
I would too if someone told me that fucking abomination of a joke.
No, that's a perfect example of a dad joke. But that is still sinful.
Ah, jeez.
Monica just suddenly enters. Or has been there the whole time? I don't know.
Hey guys! Yuri? Dummy.
How to conflict 101. Randomly insult your friends.
They always argue, maybe it's because of their conflicting personality types?
One of the important keys of storytelling is subtlety. There wasn't one there.
Natsuki, have a chocolate bar.
You are not you when you're hungry. Eat a Snickers.
Sudden Marika is sudden.
Eddie just walked out. OMG, you okay?
OMG.
I'm gonna beat all you at this.
Puberty.
Let's go and write a poem. Too worried about the girl's reactions in the next episode of Walking Dead.
Mentioning a far better entertainment that I could be watching instead of this piece of shit.
Focus on me.
You know what? For my own sanity, I'll just give 50 cents for the random things like this and move on.
Fix it.
Fix it, Felix! I think you have a job here!
Have you tried your house? I'm really nervous. I'll go there now.
From what I can understand, FOM starts off the story of the DLC again with Marika suggesting poems. In that case, 1, it doesn't make sense that MC will go to Theo's house, and 2nd, this is out of character for him.
She's been telling awfully dark puns about dark subjects, so it's probably that.
Actually, she hasn't. Even if she has, it can't be any worse than the joke you pulled earlier.
I shouldn't have left her hanging by herself.
I would think the MC can see into the future if he wasn't entirely wrong.
How many times are you going to knock on the door?
I think he's gonna do a knock-knock joke.
The lock and enter her house.
You fucking what? Pick the lock? Bullshit. This MC is so dense, I doubt he'd be able to open it with the key.
He's just pulling skills from his ass, don't worry.
The house is so dark.
It is daytime. Why is the house so dark?
Sayuri? Sayuri? Sayuri! Sayuri, please say something.
Word of the day. Sayori.
I gently open the door.
I gently opened the door, cliche.
Oh shit!
What?
What in the fuck is that abomination?
What the fuck?
Bloody hell, are you okay?
I'm sorry, but the DLC takes place in Japan, not Britain.
You okay, Sayuri?
Isn't Marika's goal to force the player to focus on her? If yes, then why is she asking about Sayori being okay? And more importantly, why did she let the player to go with Sayori?
It didn't like you to miss school.
I can guarantee nowhere in any situation would Natsuki ever talk like that.
You know, she just misses a couple of slaves and she could be a southerner. You never know.
You didn't show up. You always come to the club even when you are ill.
If that's true, then please Sayori sit 6 feet away from us. Oh, and don't forget the mask. Thank you.
Sayuri, let's I'm worrying. Like,
Yes, you can see the worry written on her face.
shit, we can know if something wrong.
Why is she looking so pissed while saying this? The mod creator needs to fix how he uses expressions. He or she just seems to show it, then almost never changes it for the rest of the scene. It just seems lazy.
Guys, I'm perfectly fine. Can you stop worrying over nothing? Fine. Okay.
What? Is MC's denseness the new COVID? Because everyone seems to have caught it.
Look, something's happening. What do you mean? Oh.
What's in the... Huh? What? This mod is going faster than the fucking speed of light.
Yeah, sure.
Why is Sayori directly behind Natsuki?
And then, look as the predator sneaks behind the prey and prepares to snatch the cupcake. Yes, I made an Nayori joke, so...
The poem is fairly decent, but not something that Sayori would write. That would be more of a Natsuki thing.
Do the world. Why are you so insistent on not working together?
This seems more like a vent coming from the author, which is obviously not true because someone needs to explain to this person how to actually make a mod.
Why are you so insistent on putting each other down?
You see, sweetie, sometimes you have to chop a few heads down to protect the revolution. Vive la France!
Me. I'm Marika. I'm powerful, I know all, and I see all.
And if you know all, name every page in my web history.
I'm gonna go over to Yuri now and see what she has. Bye, Eddie.
The rest of the conversation that leads up to Yuri entering the scene was just... Ah! Why am I playing this, damn it, Naito?
The best part of this mod is taken from the original game.
Oh, so soon? We're getting around if you prefer.
Once again, why must you use that word? Sure, I would love to hang around. Also, the fact that this is said by Sayori, I'm going to make this a double sin.
Natsuki comes over also. Marika and Natsuki look delighted, and Natsuki must have overheard.
This is where the mod actually lost me completely and I don't know what's going on anymore. He's 10 cents to compensate for that.
Well, that happened.
I wonder that also, Marika. You're not alone.
I ran to the club and blocked the door. I can hear her smacking the door.
You know, I'll give props where they should be. I think this isn't that terrible of an idea to force the player to focus on Marika. It still suffers from the terrible writing, however, so it's still getting sent.
I gently opened the door.
I gently opened the door, cliche. Again.
OMG, Natsuki killed the wolf.
Immediates is actually a good tool at how to spring up interest in the reader if handled correct. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Random manga is random.
Actually, I just have to delete you.
Why didn't you do that in the first place?
I also Natsuki so that she was insane if she's out with Sayori.
Antagonist explains their plan in the climax cliché.
Monaco lacks not found. Guess I didn't look out for Nitros.
Nitros sounds way too close to my own name. Wasn't her file deleted?
You deleted me. I've come to realize you were right to do so.
No, it was Nitros that deleted you. Yes, the developer is a character in this mod.
Don't talk with your mouth full.
This happens out of nowhere, by the way.
Dummy?
Dummy out of dummy character. Dummy?
I prefer to say, I just think it's funny, that line. I just think it's funny that you didn't tell them your head hurts.
Can MC actually see into the future? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Why'd you come back? I was a bit mad. Sayori really likes me.
Wow! That line was delivered with such subtlety. I simply adore it. This slogan is a trademark of sarcasm.
It stopped responding for a bit. And that is what I mean by it when I say that it's basically unfinished. You know the accent of Benin, don't you?
Well, the audience doesn't know that, and it isn't shown later, so essentially the story is sticking a fuck you up the player's ass.
Sayori hands me a bandage that she brought out of her bag. Why does she carry bandages? That's a question for another day, though.
For another day that isn't in this mod.
Sayori hasn't been around for a long time. She's starting to look better.
Even though her sanity level was set to 0, apparently the MC can look into the future, but the developer can't remember what happens in his story.
I want to lie down and try that soup that you made me. Forgot about that. Let's head back.
So going to Sayori's house was entirely pointless. Great.
Aren't your parents worried about you being here at night?
It was a day a few lines back.
Yuri? Why do you have my revolver?
He has a fucking revolver! Since when? Also, how did she get it? Oh yeah, the plot required it.
So I smacked you in the face hard.
First, that is out of character. Second, since when Marka is the narrator, is the player dying and Marka is telling him a story on his deathbed? Either way, it's stupid.
What do you mean? This is awkward.
Come, children, as I'm about to explain the tale of how Yuri managed to successfully disappear from this piece of almost aching pain, spread of his dark shit.
Because very broken at the moment. No shit. No shit. The code's so broken that it's even unfinished.
Thanks, Bat.
Yeah, it's boring and has no real impact on the original game. And the mod developer ain't that good at coding to bring that in.
Yes it does. You're choosing what route you're going, and being self-aware in a serious mod. Is this supposed to be a shitpost mod or not? Empire.file doesn't delete files.
Also, Natsuki saying geez, Natsuki looked happy running out of the room. Suddenly, Natsuki goes up behind Sayori. Natsuki takes the big bite of Sayori's cookie and runs off.
Did he switch the roles? I think he switched the roles. Which makes it out of character.
Focus on me.
Third time's the charm, right? Roll credits. And poof! Also, the narrator is speaking, not MC.
Do you know what's important? Checking the game files to make sure there's no bugs in there. Might want to have a look.
I would sing this for not having subtlety, but the original game dealt with this the same way. Still, it's getting sent.
Help me. Sayori. Natsuki.
The conversation that follows is so bad that up until the point it hits the choice box, I'm just going to sin it for every text box it goes through because not a single line is even remotely readable unless you enjoy your brain doing a flip.
Fuck that, I'm not editing that. Instead, just agree on 30 cents and let's move on.
What did I do?
He said both of their names. No reason to freak out.
You're making Monica uncomfortable. Nailed it.
You made Monica uncomfortable.
I hear you shout from the outside the classroom.
Yuri would never shout from across the classroom.
I ain't cute, you.
They all just switch positions randomly.
I think they're dancing.
So what the fuck happened with this sprite here?
Incompetence.
You strong, powerful woman who don't need no man, honey.
Feminism.
You sound like a woman.
This basically summarizes everything that's wrong about this mod. It doesn't make sense, it has MS Paint sprites, and the coding's fucking shit.
Shut up!
Monica is saying shut up and the expression that very clearly does not match.
Man's still uncomfortable.
Man's still uncomfortable? Either we are talking in a third person or we have once again forgotten how to type.
And with that I have to get up.
Why does being uncomfortable mean you have to get up? I mean, I get you can't get any sleep, but seriously, oh, wait, never mind. It's morning, because apparently nights only last 10 minutes here.
This is there for some reason. Also, my first script.
That song has to be called Drag Me to Hell.
It's basically about a guy wishing to go to hell while writing a Martin's video on a pile of shit. Wait, did I just describe myself?
I thought this line officer was really worried about her life in this competition with the colleague for the assistant manager. She was also unsure about whether she and her boyfriend are too.
Sayori explains this movie in an extremely un-Sayori-ish way. Seriously, I don't think a single character has stayed consistent this whole mod.
Getting into the horror genre.
She's getting into the horror genre? What?
Well, you know.
The ending just suddenly came out of nowhere. This mod was, I'm sorry to say, an absolute shitstorm of mistakes. The concept for the story was great, but it just unfortunately fell flat on its ass, hit a stick that got rammed up it until it came out its head, causing it to drop off the edge of a mountain, land in an ocean where it consequently sunk to the bottom of its deepest, darkest depths, causing it to be crushed by the immense pressure. Even worse is the vast majority of these mistakes are most likely just due to the creator being lazy. While it wasn't the world's easiest thing to code out a mod, it isn't exactly hard either. A lot of these mistakes should have been caught out if the maker of this mod even decided to play through it once. That being said, I did mention before that English may not be this person's first language. I feel like this mod was just a missed opportunity that could have turned into something amazing if it had a full team behind it, but unfortunately that just not seemed to be the case. It's honestly kinda sad.
Entertainment is a funny word. It can describe whatever we enjoy, could it be sports, movies, or dealing with pedos as the FBI. Even though I call this mod a humongous piece of shit, I can't lie when I said that this mod entertained me. I played it on my Discord server where a couple of people and I were just enjoying ourselves and having fun. And laughing at how much this mod sucks.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck?